So Kevin, a 1-0 win here at Fourth Bank against Cowdenbeath. Your thoughts on today's game?
I thought it was deserved. I thought we had lots of chances, even the first half. We got behind them several times, and maybe we just were decision making. That final third, and that final execution wasn't quite there. But I felt on another day we could have won it a lot more comfortably. But it's always a hard game. Cowdenbeath, they were asking us questions certainly, and they carried a threat there. But it was important that we defended, and I felt as the game went on we got more in control of the defensive situations as well. So, it'll look like a close game, but I felt the 1-0 was more comfortable than the scoreline suggests.
Yeah, it was one of the games where, although it was a 1-0, we could have been up 2-0 at half time. So some great chances generated throughout the game as well.
Listen, the volume of chances was there today, and we controlled large parts of the game. Obviously, David Wilson going off with an injury earlier on, it was a wee bit of disruption there, and but we adjusted well with that. Jack Leach came in and obviously fitted in seamlessly. But overall, it's delighted with the win. It doesn't matter how you get them. Sometimes you're under the cosh, you sneak a 1-0 win today. We've managed to get the goal today, which is great, and we've managed to hold on to it. So I'm just delighted with the 3 points. And now obviously we go and play a team banging form, scoring lots of goals, and hopefully we can reproduce some of the form that we've shown as well this year.
Substitute Declan Byrne coming on to grab the winner. Must be excellent to send somebody on and then go and get the game winner.
It was a tough decision. Sean's had many chances because Dylan Mackin and Declan Byrne had been playing so well. Obviously Dylan was unlucky after the first game of the season against Queens. He had an issue there and he missed a couple of games, and Declan's come in, and sort of was playing part of a successful side. And to be honest, Declan was a wee bit unlucky to get dropped today. He didn't do a lot wrong last week against Stranraer, but we just went with a different flavour up front today. But for the right response for Declan, who's come in and obviously slotted away a terrific finish. When he's put through in goal, sometimes you get a bit nervous, but I felt the minute he was through that it was going to end up in the goal for us. So delighted for him, but delighted for the team. We deserved that today.
Jack Leach won man of the match. What did you make of his performance after coming on for David Wilson?
Well, listen, there's no often I can sit here or stand here, and say Jack's let me down. I think he's always got an influence on the team. It's generally a positive influence, and hopefully he'll continue. Obviously he didn't train this week, he'd been carrying a couple of knocks, but he's came in and he's a good pro, and he's came in and ticked the boxes, and as I say, he's a real positive influence. Curtis playing a wee bit of a different role, he's been normal to again, coming in having a real positive influence in the team. There's positives all over the park, and we can sit here and say and scratch for the finer details, but as I say, the bigger picture is it's 3 points. We can enjoy this moment, and then we can move on very quickly and focus on the game next week.
How is David Wilson doing after his knock?
We'll assess him. It seemed like he sort of seized up a bit of a muscle injury there, so we'll assess him just to make sure what the extent of that injury is, but right now far too early to say if it's 3 days or 3 weeks. So he's in good hands with Kenny, and we'll just assess that over the next 24-48 hours, and hopefully it's good news that comes back.
Scottish Cup first round draw tomorrow morning. Anybody you'd like to get in the draw?
I don't want to be 4 hours away from Fourth Bank, that's for sure. I want to be sort of here at home. Would be a nice draw, but listen, it's Scottish Cup is always something to look forward to. Every club, every player, you want to see who you get. You want to run in there with the potential of meeting some big guns, but there's a long way to go before we get to that stage and talk about that. So I'm sure whoever we get, it's going to be a tough game, and we just got to make sure that between tomorrow morning and the Scottish Cup game that we're doing our homework on them as a coaching staff here. But our next game's Edinburgh, and that's what the focus we're on for now. We're not going to get too carried away with anything else.
How do you approach Edinburgh's game? The game next week, they drew with Queen's Park today, 3-3. It'll be a tough game at Ainslie Park.
Listen, Edinburgh scoring lots of goals. They're banging for them. They've had a couple of wee blips early on, but they've came back like I think we all knew they would. They've been a strong team in this league for a couple of years, and there's absolutely no reason to think they're going to be anything else this time round. So I think it's vital that we prepare and give ourselves the best chance to go there and get something from the game. So it will be about recovery from now to Tuesday, and then for Tuesday to Thursday obviously it will be about getting the information into the players and trying to execute a game plan. But ultimately it will be about the players turning up once we go in the park, because if they turn up they're more than capable, and I would back them against anybody.
Thanks very much, Kevin.
Thanks, Ben.